Warriors left. Pulls up, looking for the lead, and got it. Jalen Williams, 2 seconds, 1:11:109. Out, SGA, probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down. The Thunder finally get the defensive stop, and SGA puts them in front.
I'm Kenrich Williams. You're listening to Topic Thunder.
And welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Top Thunder Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Huntsinger at Thunder Chats. We're part of the Believe Network, and this podcast is brought to you by FanDuel. Just FanDuel. All right, we're not going to talk about the other one. Yep, there it is. Alex pointing at it. That's where it is. Fellas, I mean, obviously, we are joined by Alex. We're joined by Cone. Vibes are as high as they've ever been, guys. Is this the best team we've ever seen play basketball?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, it's in the conversation. I love that Lakers and Warriors fans have this like mini rivalry between the two of them. Partly, like, the Steph LeBron rivalry there. And after we destroyed the Warriors yesterday, a lot of Lakers fans were like, look at the Warriors falling apart, getting smoked by OKC. Wait till we play them. And they ended up getting smoked even worse, which is, always fun to go ahead and see those two fan bases go head to head, especially when it's us that's causing the chaos. But yeah, I mean, best start in Thunder history, best start almost any team has ever had. It's in that conversation, like not record wise, but Alex, I was telling Dylan before the podcast, I don't know if you saw my tweet. Do you know what our average margin of victory is right now?
Probably like 17 or 18.
A little less because the first two games, 15.5 though, which would currently shatter the record, which was 12.9 that we set last year. Unfortunately, we missed a couple shots at the end. I really wanted to win this one by 30, but I guess we'll take 29 on the second half of a back-to-back without Jalen Williams. Yeah. I guess we'll do it.
Who would have thought that the toughest game this week would have been against the Memphis Grizzlies?
Like, it's kind of crazy how that goes.
Like, you want to talk about betting. If you would have bet that game to be the toughest one, you would have come out all spades, baby.
Yeah.
Listen, since you brought it up, Alex, and we are brought to you by FanDuel, and I'm filibustering as I sign into my account so I can pull this up. We did play. Like the focus is definitely on the two homestand games that we just had, in which just dominant performances against the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. Two teams a lot of people were hyping up in the offseason, and especially the Lakers now during the season. And we just completely and utterly dismantled them. But that Grizzlies game is a game that happened since the last time we podcasted. And, I don't have a lot to talk about in terms of betting because it's been a tough past couple of days with like one or two legs missing. So that's been very upsetting, but I did have a bet on that Grizzlies game. I just got to find it. But basically, this has been a formula that our team has been doing, like our unit has been doing, going back to last year. The Thunder go down, and as we've seen since the rebuild days, if the Thunder team goes down, they're probably going to come back. So I took the bet at whenever we went down 19. And, of course, I set the spread for 11. And, that hit. Cone, well, when did you take the bet?
Like, I think when they went down 13, and then I think they went down 14 or 16, I doubled down.
I love that. Ah, yeah, here it is. I found it. God, it took forever, but I got it. Yeah, boom, right here. So, Thunder, $15, wins you $109. Honestly, like not crazy odds, but if it's over plus 500, we're taking that. That's easy money. And whatever the odds are, it's easy money. Bet the Thunder to make the comeback because they are always going to do it. And I saw somebody that was on the timeline. I don't know what sportsbook he was posting for, but he was literally just picking the Thunder to win every game. And somebody asked him if he was going to win if he was going to bet the Thunder to win every game. Said, let this man cook. He's going to end up with positive money at the end of the season. Just let him.
The only issue is we're always massive favorites, so it's going to take some time. It's like last year there were all those people betting LeBron to keep getting 10 plus points. And they were putting like $10,000 on it, and they were winning like a few hundred.
Then he got hurt one game, and
it was close. He almost didn't clear that. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like I think when we were losing to the Grizzlies, I put out a tweet like after we won. I was like, it's so fun being a fan of a team that can go down 19 points. And I've absolutely no fear at all that we're going to lose. I just keep thinking until like the final buzzer sounds and we lose, I just expect us to find a way to win. Like we could be down 30 with 5 minutes left. I'm like, Shea will probably do something. Like I'm not that concerned.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man, to do this back to back, because the Lakers, no LeBron, have been playing really, really well still. They've been one of the best teams in the West. The Warriors have struggled on the road, but they're a team that, Steph has given us some issues. Like they are a good team. It just didn't matter. Like if these games were close and we won, I would have been satisfied. Never mind completely annihilating two of the better teams in the Western Conference at this point. I mean, we look at how Steph Curry played yesterday. He had 46 points tonight against the Spurs. Like it's just levels to it.
I mean, we'll just go ahead and say that he decided to take the night off. I mean, early. It was strategic.
If I had Case and Wallace guarding me, I'd take a night off too. Like I'd step out for the night.
Bro, like we're gonna hit single large item, but like, can we talk about the defense that Kaysen has played on Steph Curry, Luka Doncic back-to-back night?
So we it sucks, man. It really sucks. It sucks because there will be cap casualties on this team. Eventually it's gonna happen. Especially if these two lottery picks hit this upcoming draft. Like, oh my gosh. Clippers and keep on winning Jazz, but it's starting to look like when you have 3 consecutive games where Kaysen has guarded Ja Morant, he's guarded Steph Curry, and he's guarded Luka Doncic, 3 completely different players, and Kaysen has muted all of their productivity, like completely. Like I said, you're talking about 3 different players, three different brands of offensive basketball, and he's completely snuffed it out all 3 times. Like he's passed that test all 3 times, and that's usually who we have Lou Dort guarding. And it's just like the more this continues, the more like the cap casualty on this team may become Lou Dort, just because we have Case and Wallace, and because we probably have to pay Case and Wallace this offseason. And so like the more this goes on, the more Dort stays on the bench as far as because of his injury. And the more Kaysen shines as a defensive player like that. Like right now, I know Wemby is the defensive player of the year, but if you had to pick a second player, if you had to, pick second place, it's definitely going to be Kaysen Wallace.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like we're very early into the season. We have to see how games played go and everything like that. But Kaysen's name currently, in my opinion, is written in, almost permanent marker on all defensive first team as long as he plays enough games. Because missing Lou Dort, Dub is one of our better defenders as well. I mean, he was all defense last season. Just the versatility of Queso guarding 1s, guarding 2s, playing up even guarding 3s sometimes. And yeah, Luka and Steph are, both point guards, but they're vastly different players. Luka is a physical, break you down, kind of body you type of guy. He's going to more so try and draw those fouls, get your hand in the cookie jar. Steph is going to sprint around, just nonstop off-ball movement. On ball, you can't give him a second of airspace or he's going to get that 3-pointer up. Very different, and Queso just shut both of them down. I mean, the amount of times that Luka was looking to get that pump fake and get Casey to bite, there was like one time the entire night where he bit a little bit and ended up getting Luka a couple free throws. Outside of that, it was hands by the side, hands straight up. It was just, put the hand in at the right time, just making every single shot difficult for Luka. Like the Lakers were a bit off shooting some shots tonight, but played literally as perfect defense as you possibly can on a guy as good as Luka Doncic. And to have someone that has the versatility, because without Lou Dort, it's tough because Luka, he's having one of the best starts to a season offensively any player has ever had. Him and Austin Reeves have been one of the highest scoring duos through this stretch of a season to open up a year. That like one of the highest scoring duos we've ever seen over this stretch of games. And the Thunder made them both look like they couldn't play offense. It's just ridiculous what he's able to do, as well as Alex Caruso. We talk about Kaysen a lot, and Caruso, of course, coming off the bench, playing a little bit less minutes. It also feels like he will be a lock for all defense if he plays enough games. Who knows if he will, because we like to sit Caruso. But like it is just so crazy to think about. Like all defense this year, Kaysen should be a lock. Chet should be a lock so far if he plays enough games. Caruso, if he plays enough games, should also be a lock. And that's without Jalen Williams, who was a lock last year, and in my opinion, should have gotten a little bit more love for Defensive Player of the Year.
Indoor.
And then Lou Dort also not playing, who was top 3 in defensive player of the year last year. I think the way it's going this season, there won't even be an argument for the best defense ever after this year, because currently the things that we're doing, I mean, we're on pace to shatter the record for relative defensive rating. Like, it's not even close at this moment. And we don't have Jalen Williams, who's, I think, the second, third best defender on this team at minimum. I think it's probably Chet with the rim protection, then Dub's versatility. Like, the fact that he hasn't played yet it's unbelievable. We cannot say it enough how good this team has been, even without Jalen Williams.
Yeah, no, and talking about Case, and of course, he was really great with those individual matchups. But you talk about the bald-headed demon, Alex Caruso. He's always going to show up in those big games. He's really good against the Warriors, and even better tonight against the Lakers. I thought, whenever Case was off the floor, Caruso got the matchup of Luka, and he did a great job using his size, hounding him, using his length. And I really liked what the Thunder was doing early on. Anytime Luka or even Reeves got the ball and they tried to get a ball screen, they would automatically double him. Like, they would not worry about the roller at all, and they would try to get the ball out of their hands. Kind of dare the Lakers to make shots, and it worked for the most part. Late in the third quarter, it kind of felt like they went away from that because we had such a surmountable lead. Chet got mashed up on an island on Luka a couple times. Didn't really end well, but shout out our guy Focus. I saw him put out a tweet there that said that at one point in the game, there was only one basketball player that was trying to draw a foul every time he got the ball, and it was not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, like, Luka just looked exhausted. There was one possession where we're bringing it down, and I think he had just scored. It was that one where he made a little floater where Jay Will was kind of sealed off, and he got Shai on his hip and scored a floater in the third quarter, I believe it was. And Luka came down the floor, and he's guarding someone in the corner, and his hands are on his knees. He is exhausted.
Can I just say, I'm sorry. I'm freaking tired of every time Luka has a bad game against us, like every missed shot, he's like, oh my God, wincing in pain. Oh my God, something hurt. Oh my God, like I'm running up the court kind of slow and gingerly. Like, fuck you, man. Like man the fuck up. Like, you have a bad game. This is the team that you have a bad game against sometimes. Like, man up. Stop acting like you're hurt every time we fucking touch you. Like, stop that shit, man. That gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. I don't usually go Jerry on you guys, on this podcast, but like, Luka Doncic, every time he has a bad game against us, like every shot he misses, like, oh my God, I got hit. Oh, my thumb, it's completely broken, and he's back in there the next fucking second. Like, yeah, that shit gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I saw Clemente tweeted about that. Mike, of course, people at the arena are a little bit ahead of the broadcast, and so I saw that before I actually saw it happen, and I just immediately quote tweeted it with the gif of the guy going, like the guy that's always trying to get always trying to be the center
Cam
of
Edwards
attention or whatever. Yeah. So it's like that's exactly what he was doing, man.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Luka was faking anything there at the end when he's putting his hands on his knees. I think he's just tired. I just think he's gassed because he's being guarded by 40 hounds left and right, and I mean, it's just crazy. One of my good friends, Denver, he's a Warriors fan. He tweeted out yesterday. He's like, Steph's out there. He gets past Case and Wallace, and then Chet Holmgren is waiting at the rim for him. Are we for real? And it's just the way it is. There has never been a team that has this level of perimeter defenders and then has a rim protector down low like Chet. Never mind, Ihart as well is playing the best basketball of his career right now. And the two of them, the double big lineup, has been one of the most dominant lineups in the entire sport. It's crazy how much better this team is this year than last year. And they were historically good last year. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and we're going a little bit off format today. We're kind of covering things without going a single large item, but we've gone this entire podcast without talking about the MVP candidate who has now set back-to-back fourth quarters and he had 28 the night before. What a bum, right? But 30 tonight, once again, the super consistent, and had back-to-back double-digit assist games before, they tried to take away his assists late in the game. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, what else can be said about Shai?
Yeah, MVP for audio listeners. Alex is mouthing MVP similar to
I'm
what
just doing.
Jaden
I'm just
did.
doing the Jalen
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
The
I
MVP.
got a better
mean,
one for you. Best in the world.
BITW. BITW is a little harder to mouth. I don't know if everyone's gonna understand.
BITW.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it's hard to really explain it. I think something that, if people want some context, like Steph Curry in 2015-16 when the Warriors won 73 games, like that was a season that was known for someone sitting out like a ridiculous amount of fourth quarters. Like that was constantly used, and part of Steph's unanimous MVP case was he sat out all these fourth quarters. And for reference, Steph sat out 19 fourth quarters in that season. Shai's already sat 7. Like, he has sat out more fourth quarters than he has played so far this year. It is 7-6. So
he sat out 7 games already, and we played 13.
We've played 13. He's currently on pace to sit out like 50 plus fourth quarters.
And Dub hasn't played.
Yeah.
Lou Dort has been out for 5 games in a row. Kenrich. I know Kenrich is down the line on the rotation, but still, you don't have to play like Usman Jang. You don't have to play. Nothing against Usman, Jang.
Oh, we know you have something against Usman.
You don't have to play Usman Jang. It's just like damn, like.
Yeah, I mean, he sat over half of our fourth quarters, and he's putting up 32.5, 5.5, and 6.6, shooting 52% from the field and 35 from 3, 90% from the line, 64.4 true shooting percentage. And that 3-point percentage is coming up. He did end up going 2 for 7. He was putting some up late in the game that he was missing. But I mean, he's having such a ridiculously dominant season, and he's not really playing fourth quarters. Like the only reason his minutes per game are above, I think they're at 33 right now, 33.9. And that's solely because of the first 2 games where he played double OT. Like over the course of the year, that's numbers going to keep going down and down. There's a world where Shai barely plays over 30 minutes this season and averages, I mean, he's got a shot to be one of the few players ever to average more points than minutes per game. Like it's not impossible. He's very close right now.
Embiid was doing that a couple years, or was it last year before he got hurt?
Yeah, Embiid was doing that.
Has been close.
Wilt did it. Wilt might still be the only one who's ever. I don't know if Embiid. Which year was I guess I don't know what like it counts in terms of sample size for Embiid, but like it was like Embiid and Wilt is like the only time it's ever really been done.
Yeah, I think Embiid was doing it, then he got hurt and like missed the next half of the year or whatever.
That was the year after his MVP.
Yeah, he was putting up 36 a game. Just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean it's. Like Shai's just he's doing historic stuff, and he's, this team, like it's such a huge boost because coming off of a championship, a lot of times teams kind of run out of gas late in the season. We haven't seen a champion advance past the second round in quite a few years. Of course, we haven't seen back-to-back champs since 2018. And I think a big part of that is you have to play so late into the season and you have to go ahead and do it all over again. If Shai continues to get the rest fourth quarters like this, it's going to be so big for, trying to get through the finish line again and going back to back.
And we have the defensive stalwarts coming up: Charlotte, New Orleans, Sacramento, and Utah. So, watch out.
More fourth quarters will be sat. Solomon in the chat actually asked a question for probably Cone. Cone's probably best suited for this. How many fourths did Shai sit out last year?
I can find it pretty quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so I'll let you find that. And I was just gonna say about like it's so insane how he can flip a bad game, a bad quarter, a bad series just on its head in a moment's notice. Like the Grizzlies game, whenever like we had come all the way back, it was like, like he had a rough first half, but like we had come all the way back there in the second half, and I think he bricked 2 3-pointers, and everybody on Twitter was like, Shai, stop shooting threes, get to the rim, like, draw fouls, like do whatever. And he responded by hitting his next 2 threes and then getting an and 1 right after that. And tonight, like, he was phenomenal in the first half, like 18 points, I think, at halftime, great efficiency. And in the third quarter, I think he missed his first like 4 or 5 shots. I think he shot like 2 or 3 threes that, bricked off of there. And he still scored 12 points by the end of the third quarter. And like, he scored that like half of the third quarter, basically. Like it's like, and shout out Jace. I saw on Twitter. I was looking at I was trying to find some Shai highlights, but I saw some tweets. It was Jace Hoops on Twitter that says he's unstoppable. He's unguardable because like if you guard him man to man, he's going to put up 30 to 40 points on you. If you double team him, he has grown so much as a playmaker, as evidenced by tonight, last night, and a couple other nights this season. I think he has double-digit assists this year so far, more than he has in his entire career. That's just me going off the dome. I could be wrong, but I know he has. Well, they took one away, so I'm sorry. He has 2 now. If they would have kept, he would have had 3 so far this season in 12 games, which I think would have been the most that he's had. But he's at 8 assists. He's at 9 assists. Like he's grown so much as a playmaker, and he's doing it still being a low turnover guard. Like we haven't seen this volume scoring, this high efficiency. Like he's still shooting like a big man in terms of like field goal percentage, low turnover, increased playmaking, and defensive impact player at the guard position. Like it is absolutely an anomaly. And, the fact that he is now sat out more fourth quarters than he has played so far in the season, and we are still 12-1, missing 3 rotation players, an all-NBA player, an all-defensive player, and the man that say basketball is just nuts.
Yeah. Shea set out 17 fourth quarters last year, Solomon. So he's almost halfway there.
Yeah.
And the season has just started.
After the stretch that's coming up, it'll be 11.
I don't think he's gonna be playing the fourth quarter against the Hornets. Would not expect that. I don't think he's gonna play a fourth quarter against the Pelicans. Although Willie Green might not have a job by that point. I mean, if he still has a job after that game, I don't think he's gonna have a job.
Yeah.
Like that might be. We got Mike Brown fired last year, didn't we? Didn't Mike? I think Mike Brown got fired after we played them, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I think there was a coach, or was it Taylor Jenkins who got fired after we played them? One of the coaches last year that got fired. They got fired after we played them. I can't remember who it was. Willie Green might be next.
Mike Malone?
Willie Green might be gone already because he lost tonight, and I saw a report that said like there was like a lot of riding on tonight's game or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think it was because they coming up, they play like they have a really hard next 3 games. And so like the guy was like, they kind of need to win tonight. Like tonight's their best game that they have to win. Because now then they have the Lakers, the Warriors, us, and the Nuggets in the next 4. So I don't think the Pelicans are winning another game in those 4. And I mean they're already 2-9. They're gonna be 2-13 after that stretch. Good Lord. They're just the opposite of us. But yeah, we got the Hornets, Pelicans, Kings, Jazz coming up the next 4. I don't know if Shea's going to play any of those fourth quarters. We might reach a point where he sat 11 fourth quarters and played like 6 or whatever it is by that point.
I remember last year I was worried that heading into the postseason, like Shea hadn't played a whole bunch of fourth quarters. I was worried that he was going to get tired in the games because he hadn't been, built up his stamina to play fourth quarters.
How is Shea going to perform in the clutch? He hasn't played in the fourth quarter in like 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's unfortunate. Shea's not going to win Clutch Player of the Year, even though whenever he's been in the clutch, he's been amazing because he's not going to play enough clutch games. Like,
does he still lead the league in clutch points though?
I can double check. I don't think he would.
He had a huge margin there for a little bit.
If I had to
AJ
guess,
has a lot more points in the fourth quarter than he does.
If I had to,
AJ's clutch up though, that's fourth quarter points.
I can check clutch stats.
Clutch. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Let me go to total clutch points. Nope, Shea does still lead the league.
Let's go.
Yeah,
he's still up by. I thought Maxey had a few more, but now it's 56-35. So he's going clutch player of the year, playing like 3 clutch games.
He's got 21 more points than the next person.
I don't know if it's updated for tonight, but I know. Although Cade didn't play, Maxey didn't play. Like Wemby had some clutch points, so maybe he's a little bit closer. But I mean, he was at 23 to 56, so it's not like it's gonna. He's not gonna fall out of first place.
Right.
Yeah, it might take a little bit for anybody to get Shea already at that point. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. I know you mentioned we were doing it a little bit off kilter. We haven't really done a single large item. I want to talk about AJ. I mean, I haven't gotten to really talk about AJ this season yet because I was only on, I think, the first game of the season after that, and I've been able to hop back on since, or only one other time otherwise. But I mean, AJ's been unbelievable so far this season. Tonight, 14-3-3 with 3 steals on national TV. Had that, of course, and 1 3. automatic paint touch. I swear he's never missed a floater, left hand, right hand. Hit a really nice midi today as well. He hasn't gotten into that midi bag all too much so far this season. Usually, if he's going within the arc, it's a finish at the rim or it's that little floater he likes to go to. But he's so good. It's ridiculous to have someone that is of that talent as a ball handler, as a creator off the dribble, as someone who can get into the teeth of the defense. And not to mention the passing, that lob he had to Ihart while he was falling down to the ground, like he slipped and still threw a perfect lob.
Mm-hmm.
I thought DeAndre Ayton tipped it. That's how good of a lob it was.
Yeah, like it felt like it was like on accident. Like there's no way he threw that perfectly. It must have gotten hit or something happened there. Yeah, Solomon in the chat, I agree. Like it feels like AJ can blow by anybody. Like nobody's staying in front of him. He has kind of an unorthodox, like he's really low to the ground, that lefty dribble. Like he's got such a strong handle. He's one of the best playmakers on the roster, definitely one of the better lob passers we have out there. And the lob is something we've used a lot this season, and he's been a big proprietor of it. It's crazy how much he makes this offense click a lot more. We talked about last year, and one of the things that we got into some issues with was that we're in the playoffs, and a lot of times it was like up to Shea and Dub to create, but we get in some holes where like they were setting a lot of pressure at those two guys, and it's like, okay, well, who else can go ahead and make something happen? And Chet's been better in that regard this year. I swear he's not missed a turnaround mid-range jumper once or a midi at all. Like Ihart's been better at attacking off the dribble. Yeah, exactly. But AJ is like the key to that. One of the biggest reason why this offense is better this season, like a lot better, is AJ Mitchell. Because when you have another creator, like you give Shea another creator, the fact that when Dub comes back, you can still put lineups out there with Shea and AJ, and you still stagger Shea and Dub's minutes. It's such an insane luxury to have. Like, a lot of teams don't have, one of the best ball handlers on the planet in Shea, and then you have as well J-Dub, who can create his own shot with ease. AJ Mitchell now comes in as a second-year player and can just do the stuff that he can. And like guys like, Kaysen and Ihart and Chet, all these guys are developing, getting better. Isaiah Joe's been better, I feel like, creating off the dribble to start this season too. In combination with the quicker three-point shot, Wiggins has been taking strides. The team is just flowing. And I hope when Dub comes back, I still expect AJ to get all these minutes. There's no way they can take minutes away from him with how good he has played. But specifically, I want to continue to see him play with Shea, because he makes Shea's life so much easier. He generates good offense. It feels like Shea has gotten so many more catch and shoot opportunities, or just attacking off the catch opportunities, because we've had AJ playing with him. I need to check the numbers, actually. I'm going to check that real quick while y'all go ahead. But I want to see the numbers of what the net rating is with Shea and AJ on the court at the same time, because it has to be astronomical. It never feels like we've lost a stretch when it's those two guys out there.
I think I just think of 4 words when I think of like what the Thunder are doing offensively, and it's less pattern, more rhythm, which is what's happening out there now. Yeah.
No, AJ has been absolutely phenomenal. All the things you said. The thing that's kind of stuck out to me, and we saw it in the summer league, but summer league, don't know how much you can take from that, is how much he's grown as a defender. Like,
true,
he's a defensive playmaker. Like, he was getting steals, he was getting blocks in the summer league, and he's still doing that to a lesser extent, on the main roster now, like in the NBA season. But he's also like, he got switched up to Luka a couple times, and he stood his ground. He held his own.
That great play on Reeves where he held him down, forced a turnover, got the steal, and got the dunk.
He is absolutely not a cone on defense at all.
Unnecessary.
Sorry.
Chill. Unnecessary.
Catch it strays.
But
for real, what the hell?
Shout out to our friends at Nerd Sesh. I was listening to their podcast. I was catching up on some of their older podcasts. I think it was like the second one of the season. I don't remember who it was we played, but it was like 4 games into the season, and Carson Braber was already ready to anoint AJ Mitchell as one of the best role players in the entire NBA, just because of his ball handling, his playmaking, and the fact that this is his second season. He's on a 3-year, $9 million contract. Like, he is everything that the team was lacking last year in their already dominant regular season and their NBA Finals run. AJ Mitchell is providing in spades and at a high level. So he's a monster, dude.
Every team would kill to have a guy like AJ Mitchell off the bench. Most teams would start him. Like, he's that type of player. And the fact that when Dub comes back, he's going to be coming off the bench, it's just a crazy luxury. I did find the stats when Shea and AJ share the court, they played 189 minutes, net rating of 19.3 when they're out there together. 124.4 offensive rating, 105.1 defensive rating. Just ridiculous.
Elite.
Yeah, it's absurd. And it's honestly like AJ with almost anybody. Like that is one of the larger sample sizes, but like AJ with iHeart, 19.8 net rating. AJ with Chet, 157 minutes, 27.8 net rating.
Yeah,
like it's any lineup that AJ is part of, the net rating is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Passes the eye test too.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's so consistent too, man. I think he's at double digits in every game except one, maybe he's had them in every game. And he's had 15 or more points in like I think every game but 2.
His career high last year was 16, and he's averaging like over that for the whole season so far. And he's part of our best, the lineup we've used the most in 47 minutes has been Shea, Kaysen, AJ, Chet, and iHeart. That lineup has a 32.9 net rating, 127 offensive rating, 94.1 defensive rating. It's
wow.
It's just because when you give, like, you already have the defense there. The defense is going to be insane with that group. And then you put AJ out there as an extra ball handler. There's just not a lot you can do against that group. You just can't. You can't like guard Shea as heavily as you want to because Chet and iHeart have developed all this chemistry, and AJ can attack off the catch and get downhill and then find Shea for a catch and shoot 3, and you rotate over. Now Chet Holmgren is wide open in the middle of the paint. If you run his own, he's also there, or iHeart with a push shot. Like there's just nothing you can do against that lineup. And Dylan, Ousmane Dieng is part of out of lineups that played over 15 minutes. He's part of the second best net rating lineup. So
let's go. Dieng game, baby.
It's Caruso, AJ, Ooze, Chet, and iHeart.
I mean, that's a championship lineup right there.
What
are we talking about
right there?
League championship, baby.
And you know what's crazy is, you talk about whenever we get healthy, AJ's going to go to the bench. And it's not just AJ on the bench. It's AJ. Kaysen, who has been starting most of the season, is also going to go to the bench. You still got Caruso. You still got the man that saved basketball. You have Isaiah Joe, who since he has come back, he has had double-digit scoring in every game except one, and he had 8. I think he's hit 2 threes in every single game since he's come back. The shot looks quicker. He looks more confident off the dribble. Again, he is improved as a defender, as a playmaker. Like he is kind of all over the place on the court, but his confidence and his shot is faster than it's ever been, and it's creating more attempts for him. And that's just another deadly weapon that the Thunder have off the bench. Like AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, Kaysen Wallace. Like, I mean, if you want to get crazy, that's a crazy small ball 5 to just throw out at somebody if you wanted to. But you also have Jay Will, like you were saying, Kendrick Williams, who provides quality minutes, is a great veteran presence. Ousmane Dieng, who, as we saw, could get a little shifty on the under 8 in a little bit. You got it's such an embarrassment of riches, and then you got Brooks Barnheiser. If you want to throw him out there and just kind of get crazy.
Calm down. Not yet.
Hey, Brooks had that one really good move in the 4th. That little pass.
He did
that wide open shot. That was a nice
move. That little Euro hezzy. That was nice.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. Like, people make jokes about like, oh, the Thunder fans have the greed they speak about in the Bible and things like that. It's kind of true. Like, I could be like, nah, you're crazy. It's kind of true because after the game, I then also went to Tankathon, and now that the Clippers officially lost, I'm gonna go to Tankathon and see what our potential number 1 overall pick odds are at. And I mean, the Jazz, like, with how rough things have been for some teams in the West, like that Jazz pick that's top 8 protected might convey. They're like, there's a chance.
There's no way they'll allow it. There's no way they will allow it.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm just saying, no, it looks good now. But there's no way that front office is going to allow that pick to do that. No way.
No, I mean before the season, they
develop,
said
foot fungus or something like that and be out for the rest of the season.
All I'll say is before the season, they did their front office, like Danny Ainge did go out there and say, like, we don't want to lose anymore. And I don't really believe them. I think they do want to lose and get AJ to Bansa and bring him from BYU to Utah. I think that's actually the perfect scenario for them. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, even if they end up like number 6 to 8 in the odds, they just have to drop a few spots, and it's right there, man. I mean, it's not impossible. Sacramento can't win a game. Doug Christie went out there and did this whole, I don't know if y'all saw a couple days ago, Doug Christie had media availability. He took no questions and just put together this like speech about how the team is going to play better. They're going to work hard. They're going to win. They're going to work. They're going to defend. They're going to hold themselves to a higher standard. And he's like, and I know there are doubters amongst you here in the media room. You know who you are, and you're going to regret it when you finish doubting us. Y'all see the Kings score tonight where they lost 133-100 to the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh my gosh!
Without Trey Young.
Yeah, or how about 122-108 to the Nuggets, or 144-117. They've lost by 31, 27, 14, and 33 in their last 4 games. So.
And it's like you look at that and it's like it's not the coach, it's the makeup of the team. Like you can't create defensive players out of Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, players that have never been defensive players. And so you're getting outscored 144-112, 120. Like, yeah, you're scoring points.
It's almost like a team with no shooting and no defense isn't going to be good in the NBA.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, you think about it. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think it's impossible for the Jazz pick, because Washington is 1-11, Brooklyn is 1-10, the Pacers are 1-10. Like, those 3 teams are going to be all the way at the bottom. Like, the Jazz winning 3 games or 4 games already might have been too much to catch up to those teams. So I'm just saying, I don't think it's impossible. And the Pelicans, I mean, they're gonna try to win, but I don't know if they can. They're just gonna give the Hawks the top 4 pick because
Dairy Queen, baby.
Hey, Dairy Queen's been sick. It's just unfortunate they're gonna give up AJ DeBanza for him or something similar. So, yeah, we really do have an embarrassment of riches, man. It's ridiculous. Like it's just unfair.
It's a great thing. Like, you know, I was whenever I think Shea had that 30, that last bucket that he had, whenever he or no, it wasn't that. It was when he hit the killer crossover in the second quarter. He hit the killer crossover, got to a spot on the baseline, got the head fake, and then just kind of like pivoted and then scooped it in there. I was just shaking my head, smiling, because, you know, what I was watching on the TV, but also just the future before us. Like, you know, this is a team that is locked up for the next couple of years. And, you know, these draft picks that people want to make fun of us about, like, oh, you'll never be able to make those picks. Those picks aren't as good as you think they're going to be. Right now, they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the pick we have from the Jazz that could convey is because we took Derek Favors on a salary dump, in 2021. Yeah. And, you know, you don't you're like 7 years from now. At that point, the Jazz are insanely good with Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. And now here we are. And people are like, there's no way the Thunder actually have that pick. And it's the case.
And when do we have the mass pick?
The 2028, baby. So 2027, we have an unprotected pick swap with the Clippers. And then in 2028, we have an unprotected pick swap with the Mavs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
it's nuts.
We're not even talking like best in basketball executives.
I'm telling you,
about
my
all-time
dream.
Sam Presti.
Like,
this might be the best any executive's ever had.
I told you my dream. Win a championship, get the number 1 pick. It's the dream.
They
I want to see it happen, man.
There might be like a storming of the NBA like draft lottery by other teams' fans if that happens.
Yeah, people thought Cooper Flag was rigged to the Mavs.
Wait till you see the Oklahoma City Thunder get Darren Peterson or Cam Boozer or AJ DeBanza. I mean, it's just, and like that Clippers pick. I mean, the Clippers have been struggling. Like Bradley Beal's out for the season, which really sucks. He just can't seem to catch a break with injuries. And like, I mean, I thought he was gonna be a difference maker for them, but hadn't really been. And you know, like Harden's never missed the playoffs. And I'm not for sure saying that they're going to, because I still think they're a talented team, but they looked very old, very slow. Kawhi has an injury that he's dealing with that apparently it's 2 separate things that they're looking at and eyeing. I mean, they're not going to just give up because they can't afford it. They're a really old roster. They've got to go for it. They don't have their own pick or anything. But I don't know. In this Western Conference, man, like there are so many really solid teams. It feels like one of those things where they might not try to, but they could end up missing the playoffs. You're a playing team. And
was the Bradley Beal injury, was that like a fall, or was that just like?
It was just, I don't even know. It was like,
is it like an Isaiah Thomas situation?
I think it's something more like that. It was like it wasn't like in the moment he's like, oh yeah, he broke his hip or something. Like they were talking about like, oh, you know, we're going to reevaluate. We're going to see. I did not expect him to be ruled out for the season today. Like that was a shock that he's out for the year. But yeah, man, it's been I thought the Clippers were going to be really good and they're bad. So that's regardless of where that pick ends up, even if they end up making the playoffs and they're towards the back half, like that's also a crazy asset to just have at our disposal. It could be like the 15th pick, and I'm super happy with that. Never mind the fact that as of right now, it's they're 3-8, so it's currently the 7th best odds. There are a lot of terrible teams in the NBA this season, which makes it tough.
So I got a question for Alex here, because me and Cone are, as you like to call, sunshine thumpers a little bit. But the Thunder are currently sitting at 12-1. As we mentioned, they've been missing one really key player the entire season and a couple key role players throughout the year. But yeah, 12-1, and Obuda, or is it Obuda? It might be Obuda. I don't know. Asks in the chat. I really want the regular season wins record this year. It seems absolutely attainable. Alex, is it obtainable?
I mean, shit, when you start 12-1, hell yeah, it's obtainable. I mean,
let's go.
We're on pace for 75 right now.
We got Alex.
I mean, no, I mean, like, so the Warriors started, 24-0 whenever?
Yeah, they were 24-0.
Yeah, they were 24-0 whenever they got the 73 wins. I mean, looking at the record, looking at the schedule coming up, you do have, you have the Portland games coming up, which are always tough, I think. But I also think that, the Portland loss was a scheduled loss. There's a lot of variables in that game that caused us to lose that game. But like I said, we have the torturous 4 of New Orleans, Charlotte, Sacramento, and Utah coming up. Then it's Portland at home, Minnesota at home, Phoenix at home, and then Portland away. We have maybe 3 challenging games the rest of this month. And challenging, it's like, they may not even get to the level of like the 2 teams that we just played. And so we could literally go the rest of this month undefeated. So you're looking at like 18-1, 17-1. So yeah, it's crazy.
I love it. And I was talking to Cone. Oh, go ahead. What?
I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah.
You guys are sunshine pumpers. I'm a realist, but this team is, they're winning without their second best player. They're winning without their best defender out there. Like, this is a team. This is what coaches dream of coaching, is a team like this, that everybody knows their role. Everybody plays their role. No egos, no agenda basketball. And so if this continues, yeah, we got a shot.
Yeah, and I was talking to Cone the other day, and I've heard some other people mention this as well. So like, it's not just my take; it's just a take that I subscribe to and I agree with. As awesome as it would be to win the record, and again, I do think it's obtainable. If we can. Really, if Shea stays healthy, I think that's what it comes down to. At this point, I think Shea can drag this team to 60, 65 wins as long as, he has somebody out there. But if we can keep pieces around him healthy, I think that, that could be obtainable. But like I was telling Cone the other day, I think that 70, like just even round 70, if you can get to 70 wins in like this NBA,
yeah.
Like with the talent that is, spread around, and the way that, teams focus on shutting down one player, how offenses are the best that they've ever been. Like, if you can get to 70 wins in this NBA, it's arguably more impressive than getting to the 73 back when the Warriors got it.
Yeah, because part of it is also, Dan, we talked about this, the 3-point variance in the league too. Like, part of the reason we lost to the Blazers is just because they hit absurd shots. Like, Duop Reith is drilling that super contested 3 over Isaiah Hartenstein,
hitting
and I think it was the third quarter. Yeah, the Blazers just, like, there were portions where they couldn't miss. And I'm not like saying that as an excuse. Like, that's just what the NBA is today, where shooters are better than ever. Portland is a good team. That defense combined with that, like, it makes it really hard to beat them every single night. Never mind the injuries. Like, there are going to be those. There are going to be those games where we run into a team where they're just red hot from 3, and there's like almost nothing we can do. We can play great defense. You can play perfect defense in the NBA, everything but block the shot, and guys are still going to make it because that's what the league has turned into. And the Warriors were kind of ahead of the curve on that. And that's part of the reason why they beat teams, is because they didn't, there was variance with them, but they were also great defensively. And the variance was low because you had Steph Curry, who was going to hit like 8 to 9 threes a night, it felt like. So if I had to predict right now, I think we go about 70-12 if I had to make a prediction. Because I don't think we're going to gun for it that much. I mean, we've been sitting guys like I'm sure Aaron Wiggins could have played tonight or played the last few games, but we're like, there's no reason to push it. Like we don't need to. We're going to get the 1 seed. I don't think anybody's going to take that from us. We don't think anybody's going to take it from us. So just get the 1 seed, get into the playoffs healthy, regardless of how many wins you get. You know, you can set other records. We could break the record for double-digit wins again. We could break the record for biggest win margin of victory, which we're on pace to do right now, biggest net rating, all those types of records. But the thing that matters most is also the records don't matter if you don't get a championship. Like the 73-9 Warriors, or people joke about them because, you know, ain't a thing without the ring. So
1 game short, baby.
1 game short. And I think ultimately if we decided, you know, full out guns blazing, like if you told me going into the year fully healthy the entire year, we're not going to rest guys. Yeah, I think we get it done. I think we would. I think we'd win like 72-73. It would be my prediction. Maybe we could get to 74. It just, again, it's hard with the variance. I don't think we're going to get there because we're going to have we're going to lose 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5 at some point. You know, there are really good teams in the NBA. Like we will probably lose 1 to the Nuggets out of the 4 that we play at least. We could lose 2 potentially because they're really, really good. You know, we could lose to the Cavaliers, who are pretty good. Although the Eastern Conference now I'm looking at, I don't know if we're going to lose many to the Eastern Conference. I think Houston could take 1 from us with the size. They've been an amazing 3-point shooting team this season, the best in the league. If that keeps up, they could take at least 1 from us. Like I'm sure we'll just randomly drop 1 some night to some team that's not that great. Like we'll play some game at like 1 p.m. on a Sunday and we'll lose because we like to do that every season.
Yeah.
End of the year when we've got the 1 seed locked up, we'll rest Shea and maybe we'll lose 2 out of 3 to close the year. Like things like that are going to happen, especially, you know, we got a championship. I don't think we're going to gun for it like that.
I mean, you can already tell like how the team is treating these injuries with, you know, the role players, you know, the Lou Dortz, the Aaron Wiggins. Like they're going to rest them. They're going to, you know, not rest them, but they're going to wait until they're fully healthy before they bring them back.
I mean, if we were like desperate, I'm sure Dub could probably be playing right now. Like he played in the playoffs, but there's no reason to rush him back. I don't know if y'all saw his quote on the ESPN post-game thing. They were interviewing Shea.
I'm still around.
He went up to the mic after Shea finished up and he's like, hey ESPN, I still play basketball, I promise. Which was really funny. But he's supposed to be, I mean, the schedule, the timetable said he should be reevaluated today, tomorrow, like the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So I think there's a world by.
I mean, he's doing pregame work.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it out there,
and shooting with his right
hand out there in front of fans. Like they were saying on the broadcast, he's going through pretty like rigorous motions and things. If I had to make a prediction, let me take a look at our schedule when I think he's going to come back. We have getting past this hump. Like we've got a pretty chill schedule now. Like we finally got through like we played 13 games fast. If I had to guess, maybe that Wednesday game next week against the Kings back at home. Like I think he probably doesn't play against the Hornets and the Pelicans, those 2 games on the road.
Maybe the Jazz, you know, his brother.
Yeah, I could see that too. But I feel like I always kind of just anticipate returns at home. Like it just kind of feels right. And it could be just a quick.
Kings so much.
What's up? Yeah, we do. Yeah. Well, it's weird because
after Wednesday, it's over.
Yeah, because we don't play the Nuggets until February. But they're like, you're going to play the damn Kings. I'll tell you that. And honestly, I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, we get to help. As an NBA fan, it's nice that we're going to help facilitate the Kings blowing this thing up sooner than later because I'm sick of having to watch that basketball, man. I can't do it. My job is to cover the NBA, but watching the Kings hurts. I just can't do it.
Yeah, sorry, Russ. We hate to do it to you, but
he's playing so well this season too. But it doesn't matter because they suck. It just doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, no.
Literally, it's somebody has to score the points team.
Yeah, absolutely.
The points aren't the problem. The points are everybody on the other team has to score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody has to stop the other team from scoring points.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, fellas, and we kind of talked about the Lakers, Warriors, Grizzlies game. Anything else that kind of stood out to you guys before we move on to something else real quick?
No, man. I mean, I collectively as a team, this team is just they're humming, they're vibing. You know, they're just that much better since the championship run. Like it's a team that has gotten better over the offseason. You don't see that a lot of times when it comes to championship teams. You see more of a confidence, and we can go ahead and kind of take this night off and then turn it on in the fourth quarter type thing. But this team they're a machine, they're a buzzsaw right now, and they're showing it.
Yeah, I want to real quick shout out the defensive rating for this team. It's a 103 flat. Do y'all know? We want to take a guess how big of the gap is between us and the second best defense.
Say about 8 points.
3.5.
5.5. It's 103 to 108.5, which I think is that would be over double what the biggest margin is ever, I believe, between a number 1 and a number 2.
Who's number 2?
I don't know if you'll guess who number 2 is actually.
What conference?
Western Conference.
Ooh.
Portland?
Portland's been good.
San Antonio.
Minnesota?
Nope. San Antonio's number 5.
Houston.
Nope. Houston's down at number 6.
The Lakers.
No, definitely not them, unfortunately.
The Warriors were 6, weren't they?
They're down to number 9 right now. I think we ruined their defensive rating.
Yeah.
I think we hurt them.
Jazz?
Utah?
No, not the Utah Jazz. Not the Suns.
We're just gonna name all the teams.
New Orleans?
Nope. It's one of the best.
Definitely not
the Denver
Sacramento.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets have the number 2 right now at 10. They've got it's a huge gap. It's 108.5, but they've done pretty good so far. They're playing amazing over there right now. But
Alex, I love that we named every single team in the West except the Kings.
yeah, you guys, I think literally went through every team but them. And thank God, if one of you said the Kings, I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't guess it, but it's not. We're not living in the twilight zone. Also, while we're on the no defenses, real quick, Brooklyn actually I think is the worst defense of all time. They have a defensive rating of 126.3.
They have Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas in the starting.
They are 23.3 points worse on defense than us.
Yeah, and Yegor Demon, whatever his name.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Let's just call him Yegor Demon.
Yeah.
Hey, if I was a Nets fan, I'd be using that.
Yeah,
the Yegor Demon.
It's Demon time, baby. Come on now.
Oh, he's on Demon time.
Baba Yaga.
That'd be incredible.
All right, well, fellas, we're going to take a break real quick, and when we come back, we're going to discuss a little bit of news going on in the NBA before we end the podcast, right after word from our sponsors. And, fellas, our sponsor is FanDuel. Guys, I don't know if you remember, Jerry was on the podcast. Alex, you was actually on the pod with us for this, and we let Jerry put together a parlay for stat leaders for the NBA season, and
I think I left during that one before you guys did.
Okay, well, I'll recap it for everybody. So Jerry picked Shea to lead the league in points per game, Dyson Daniels to lead the league in steals per game, Victor Wembanyama to lead the league in blocks per game, Anthony Edwards to lead the league in 3-pointers made per game, Cade Cunningham to lead the league in assists per game, and Domantas Sabonis to lead in rebounds per game. Now, I don't know if it's been updated here recently. Cohen would have his finger on the pulse of that better than I would, but the last I checked, I think that all of these are top 2 except Anthony Edwards was like 4 or 5. Is that right, Cone?
Yeah, I mean it sounds about right. Shea, I think, is number 3 in points per game right now behind Luka and Giannis.
Yeah.
So yeah, but blocks per game, yeah, it's Wemby easily. Rebounds, I actually think I guess I don't know what qualifies, but Sabonis has missed some games. So Sabonis might not technically qualify right now, but I think he's averaging right in that range. Yeah, I mean, he's averaging 13.2. So if he does qualify, he's leading the league. Yeah, Cade's second in assists behind Jokic. Steals, I do think Dyson is number 1 now. Again, if you're not worried about games played.
Dyson?
Yeah. Kaysen fell down a little bit. Kaysen now is I think just above 2. I think Dyson's at 2.5.
Okay.
Because Casey has to be a point of attack.
Yeah.
He can't just
lessen those passing lanes. And then what was it? Yeah, Anthony Edwards 3-pointers made per game. Let me see what that's at. Actually, I'm not entirely positive. Yeah, he's not listed on here because of Donovan Mitchell leads the league with 4.2 per game. Let me see what Anthony Edwards is at. And is sitting at 4.1. So he's right there in the conversation. I mean, if he qualifies, he's number 2. So Jerry just listening to the part, Jerry kind of cooked.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
he did.
that's $5 to win 9,705. So shout out Jerry.
It's so funny. I got to talk to Jerry today, and he was trying to give me a pitch on moving to OKC. He's like, "You should move to OKC, man." Like, he just called me to check in and see how things were going. He's like, "You should move to OKC, man." Just kind of out of the blue, like, "Yeah, you should do it." I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm East Coast kid."
Mind you, he's never called to check on me.
No. Alex, I'm gonna call him to call you.
Alex, anytime I call you, you sound so annoyed to answer the phone.
I freaking hate talking on the phone, man.
You're like, hello? I'm like, what's up, man?
Gary's gonna call you to check in. Like, how are you?
Up?
Like, worse now. Why are you calling me?
He's always like, hello? I'm like, what's up, man? What?
Well, no, man. You usually call me when I'm at my job, though.
Fair.
Well, I'm always at a job, but you usually call me when I'm at my job.
Yeah, I feel you. It's just like
I got to step outside. Students are looking at me because they can't use their cell phone. I'm like, hello?
It's like, dang, I better hurry this up. He clearly doesn't want to talk to me. But yeah, you can still bet season-long stat leaders on FanDuel right now. You can build a parlay to try to beat Jerry. All of those I think were like first or second favorite. Cabe was the one dark horse that he picked. It was a plus 2,000 by itself. And right now it's looking like one of the best picks on there. So shout out Jerry. Jerry cooked. Before we go, guys, in Thunder adjacent news, there was news that dropped actually, I think, during the Thunder's game last night that the NBA All-Star Game is officially changing its format. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I think I saw that it's going to be Team USA versus Team World, and there's going to be 2 Team USA teams. It's going to be a round-robin format. So, like, right off rip, like, Team World, like, why is Team USA even trying? Team World is comprised of Shea, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Wemby.
That's literally the All-NBA first team, by the way, this season. Those are the top 5 best basketball players on the planet.
And then who else you throw in there? You got Şengün.
Yeah, Şengün could be on there.
So we're talking about the world team. Are we doing like 8 players?
Yeah, it's gonna be 8 players per team.
So Şengün.
I'm trying to think. Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal could potentially be on there depending on health. They also said, so apparently that I think the way they're going to do it. Also, something that I think is way more important to note that everybody missed. They said positionless. So I think the All-Star game is just position. It's just, they're just going off 12 players from each conference now, which I think is a good change. I think it should be positionless if we're doing positionless All-NBA. But I feel like everybody missed that. Everyone's talking about the format. I'm like, are y'all not noticing that it's like they said positionless now? Like, I think that's a huge deal.
So how are they doing that? They're still doing 12 for each conference, and then they're just breaking them up like 8 to World, and then
So I wonder if this is going to be like a situation where I think we have enough players internationally to make an 8-person
like Cat's Dominican Republic. I was thinking that too.
Yeah. Exactly, but if we or if we get too many international players, like what are you doing then? Like that. To me, that just kind of like
and you gotta have 2
makes it like pigeonholes to where you. Well, yeah, it just pigeonholes it to where like you have to pick.
Apparently they said if it's like if the numbers are skewed, they're just gonna like mess with it a little bit. They're just like if there's only 7 technically international players that make it in, they're just gonna pick a player that like kind of has international ties to put it on the team.
Anthony Edwards played for the international team because he played a game in Mexico City one time.
Yeah, like they're gonna. I mean, that's apparently the way they're gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of like a round robin thing. I think World versus US is fun, but I don't know how the numbers are gonna shake out. I think it's much like the coolest thing about the change is that they're doing it positionless now.
Denny Avdia. He would probably
Denny would probably be someone on the international team right now.
I mean that 8-man lineup I'm taking off like against anybody.
Like that's crazy. Jamal Murray, the way he's playing right now, like another Canadian potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like he may need some injuries to occur, but like Hartenstein was a couple games ago.
Hartenstein, bro.
Like in my mind, I was like, yo, like after like the 31 point, 33 point game, and then like he had another good game after that. Like I was like,
somebody posted Basketball References MVP tracker and it had Hartenstein at 10. It was like, dang.
Hey, Josh Giddey. He's
that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, Giddey's absolutely been an all-star.
Yeah, Giddey Shea reunion over there on
my gosh,
the all-star team.
That'd be crazy.
Giddey coming off the bench though.
But yeah, I mean it's
not my first time.
I mean it's gonna be so crazy. Like the primary reason I love the idea of the world versus US thing is because of that world starting five. It's just the greatest starting five in the history of basketball. Like it's unbelievable. So what you're gonna have Wemby at the small forward? Like it's so crazy. It's so much fun.
So the world is easy. Who's gonna be the top 5 for the US? So you gotta have Anthony Edwards,
Ants, Brunson,
Cade.
Because the thing is, like you possibly had 2 on the Thunder, but they're either Dub is going to be hurt, so he won't qualify.
Chet will make it.
And Chet is in and out. So Chet, Chet, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards,
Donovan Mitchell,
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, well,
Hero hasn't played to start this. I think Hero probably won't qualify.
Yeah, Cade though.
Maxey, KD. I mean, at this rate, Austin Reeves maybe.
Paolo maybe
on a world team.
He's Italian.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, he plays for the U.S. national team.
No, but
if they want
to make an all-star team, he might jump over.
Jalen Brown's still been really good this year too.
Yeah, if they want to fudge a little bit, like you could also do Franz, either Team World or Team U.S. Being German, because he played for the German national team, but play college ball here and stuff, so he could theoretically
Donovan Mitchell.
So
has he been all-star this year though?
No? Franz has been the best player in the Magic, so he's. I mean, if they're picking one from that team, it's Franz right now.
Fair.
I guess if I'd make a U.S. starting 5 at the moment, it's probably Steph or Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant. It's kind of tough. Chet might be the 5 at this point. And then Mobley at the 4, maybe. I guess it depends where you're putting Cat. Like you could do Chet 4, Cat at the 5. I mean, it's just the international team is just so loaded.
Cast Dominican.
Lakers fans Lakers fans are going to get dominating into the game somehow.
Absolutely. He's Bahamas. He's ours. He's international team.
That's true.
He's going to be dominating all right off the bench, backing up Jokic, Wemby, and Giannis.
We actually don't want him. We reject him.
Yeah, true.
Team World rejects him.
That'd be funny. I think it's fun. I think that it'll be fun, like you were saying, to see that lineup together because, just like modern basketball, like that's just a phenomenal lineup in terms of 2 elite ball handlers and Shea and Luka and guys that can just dominant force and Giannis Antetokounmpo, a guy that can do all the creation with Jokic, and then Wemby, who's just an alien. Just an alien.
Imagine a pick and roll with Jokic and Shea, where it's Wemby spotting up on and then you have Wemby and Giannis on either block, and Luka's available to shoot a 3 off the catch. It's just what can you possibly do against that?
It's like you run a pick and roll with Shea, flips it to Jokic in the short roll.
A Shea Jokic pick and roll on its own. Wemby dives to the basket to catch a lob. What do you possibly do?
Yeah, no, it's OV, boys. It's OV. I think it'll be fun. Reeves will probably be an all-star at this point too.
Yeah, the way he's playing right now, he's gonna be in that conversation. It makes it more difficult. I kind of want to after the podcast, I might go ahead and try and put together my all-star list. That's actually kind of a fun exercise now that it's positionless.
And you already know that, LeBron, once you start to get a picture that this might be his last season, that he's going to automatically
LeBron will be in. They'll put him in the game. So
they can't let him mess up the streak.
Yeah, so he's going to be Team US. Actually, Lowry might be on Team World too, the way that he's playing right now. Lowry Markkanen is.
I thought you were talking about Kyle Lowry. I was like, huh?
I mean, we'll take it.
Kyle Lowry,
that low center of gravity, we'll take that.
He's from Philly, but that ass is from somewhere else.
It's out of this world. He's a out of the earth type of player.
Oh,
He's got
God.
his own gravitational pull there. I mean, it's different couple planets back there. Yeah, Lowry's averaging 28, 6, and 2 on 47% shooting. Like Lowry's absolutely an all-star right now. So it's probably those five: Lowry, Şengün, and maybe Denny at this point.
Cat, Franz, Denny, one of them, yeah.
Maybe Cat. So
Giddy.
maybe
Oh,
Giddy.
yeah, and Giddy, yeah. It's positionless, so who knows?
Yeah.
There's like a DEI joke in there somewhere with them, having to separate these teams out. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be. I'm like super excited to see. I hope it brings some, like, we talk about the competitive fire too. I think it's a great format to get people like engaged. The international versus a U.S. competition. I just hope we get it, because if this feels like a year where it could really work out. I do think a tournament is kind of a fun way to do it. If we're gonna do like an exhibition all-star thing, it's like, it feels like it's easier for players to kind of buy in and do like quick bursts of this competition rather than ask them to care about a meaningless 4-quarter game all the way through. So hopefully it works out.
I mean, it's still going to be like 198 to 212.
I mean, like if it's dudes making tough shots, I'll take it. If it's Team World winning.
If it's Team World, Shea hitting the game winner, that's what we need. So
yeah.
All right, fellas. I think that now is a good time to stop, because I gotta get up in 4 hours to go to work. So appreciate you guys podding with us. Appreciate everybody tapping in to the chat, listening to the pod, supporting the channel and everything. Just want to give a quick update. Somebody actually asked about if there was tickets available for the fan event. I was like, that's a great question. Let me look. It appears we are sold out right now of the Top Thunder fan event. We're thrilled about that. Like, that's awesome. But we want this to be an opportunity for, a lot of Thunder fans, and specifically our listeners. So I'm going to contact our guy and see if there's any other avenues that we can do. I'm not promising anything. I'm just going to do my due diligence, because I would love to, make this the biggest event that we've ever had, because it's going to be the best one that we've ever done. Like, it's the best game. The Timberwolves have looked like a truck. Even when Ant was out, Julius Randle was like, you talk about all-star. Awesome. Randle has been playing like an all-star as well. For sure. So yeah, that's going to be such a fun game. And of course, the after game experience on the court, hitting the half court shot, win a basketball signed by the NBA champions. Like, you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So I'm going to do my due diligence, try to figure out if we can open that up for more people. And yeah, that is it. Go ahead and make an account on FanDuel, make a parlay. We've done
the case and dunk was number 2 on SportsCenter.
That was number 1.
This Marquette
dunk. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, we need to talk about Case and catching a body.
Yeah, right on.
Marcus Smart
made a dumb decision.
Dead man walking.
Great pass too from Jaywell. Also, Shea a few passes tonight where I was like, damn, okay. He had that one like live dribble with his left hand kind of pass down. The manipulation on the
Isaiah Joe.
Yeah, the Isaiah Joe pass. The one where he was dribbling into the paint and kept his eyes on the corner. Like, I can't remember who was in the dunker spot, but then last second flicked his eyes over to Caruso on the perimeter, just got all the defenders going the other way with his eyes. Like, that stuff you don't really see in the stat sheet. Aura. It's Shea's aura too. It's also that. That's a good call, Alex.
Of course. But if you guys are in the chat now, retroactively, posthumously, whatever you want to call it, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live, as we do twice a week. We've expanded our roster of pod compatriots. Focus couldn't be on tonight, but I think he is going to try to be on Friday. It's not a Dolan pod, but hey, I plan to be here, so we're going to have a good rotation of guys on the pod for Friday. And until then, hope everybody has a great night. God bless when you can. And as always,
Thunder up.
Thunder up. I don't know why I went last that time, but hey, I did it.